Hi, this is Vince DiFilippo, CEO and owner of DiFilippo Service Company of Paoli, providing HVAC services to our community for over 50 years. What is ductwork? That's what we're going to talk about today. You hear a lot of people say, oh, my ductwork's dirty, my ductwork's not big enough, blah, blah, blah. What is it? We're going to touch base on that, what kind of ductwork, what it does for your home. Moving on. Basically, ductwork is square or round pipes that carry air throughout your home to provide heating and cooling. They're pipes. Now, this is how it's done. Normally the furnace is down in the basement, or it could be up in a closet or in the attic, and then the supply ducts, pipes, carry air to each room. We don't usually carry air to closets, although some of the newer, bigger homes with the massive walk-in closets, there is a supply register in there to keep the clothes fresh, keep them from stinking. Your return also goes in every room except kitchens and bathrooms and closets. Kitchens and bathrooms make sense because we don't want the smells from cooking or other things being brought through the rest of the house. And usually the bathrooms are so small they don't need a return. So returns are mostly in every room. Some systems only have one big return. Some of the older homes, there's a big return in the floor. Those houses were designed for heating. So we put that low to the ground to take the cold air back to the furnace and heat it up. So it's important to have supply and return air ducts. What type of ductwork do you have in your home? What difference does it make? It does make a difference because the different types of ductwork are going to determine how much air goes to your house, each individual room, and how we take care of cleaning it. 90% of the homes usually have sheet metal ducts. They're either going to be the square types of ducts, you might see them in your basement, or the round types of ducts. Square ducts carry more air, believe it or not, than round ducts. But you could have a combination of a square duct and then round ducts coming off of it as they feed each individual room. Very, very common. Completely normal. You could have a flexible duct system. Flexible duct is basically a slinky with plastic wrapped around it, and the air follows through inside of that. It is also insulated, and then on the outside is usually some sort of a plastic barrier. You see a lot of this in unconditioned spaces like attics, crawl spaces, although some homes might have a metal duct going down the center of your basement and then flexible ducts coming off of it like this. Completely normal. Third type is you could have fiberboard duct. All it is a duct made out of fiberglass. The inside has a heavy coating on it to keep the fibers from breaking apart, and it's insulated, so it tends not to lose heat or air conditioning. The only problem with this is after about 25 years, the particles start to break down, so you have to be very careful. Make sure if your house is really old, you should have that fiberglass ductwork inspected to make sure it's intact. How does the air go to each room? Simple. With your furnace being in the basement, the return air, always think return, I'm returning air back to my furnace, where it either gets heated and cooled and then sent on its way through either the square ducts or the round ducts up into each individual room. And then the return picks up air from each individual room, brings it back where it's either heated, cooled, and sent on its way. That's why it's nice to have a return in each room, so we're taking out the heat, taking out the cold in each room. Everybody asks, wow, you made custom ductwork. How is that done? Let's go find out.